The story we have been told about Ivanka Trump on the day of the January 6th insurrection is that she was in the White House as her father, the president, sat in the private dining room watching the riot unfold on TV, apparently, reportedly with joy, presumably, we could assume eating, as he was rewinding the good parts of the deadly riot to watch over again. The story, at least as it has come down to us through anonymous sources largely, is that Ivanka would periodically enter the dining room to say something along the lines of, "Oh, Daddy, won't you please do something to stop this awful violence at the Capitol?" Only to be ignored by the man watching his supporters ransack the Capitol on TV and bash in the head of cops. This is also reported. She's also reported to defended the honor of Mike Pence on that day, calling him a good man. And that's most of what we know about her actions. But the committee investigating the Trump riot has been looking to hear from Ivanka herself for obvious reasons about these interactions and everything else she witnessed in the White House that day. Today, they finally got that chance as Ivanka Trump finally sat for an interview with the committee, spending nearly 8 hours via remote video link. Congressman Jamie Raskin is a Democrat of Maryland who serves on the January 6th committee. He was there for the interview, and he joins me now. Congressman, I know you can't get into specifics, so I'm not going to ask you specifics, but at least tell us why Ivanka Trump was an important witness for the committee.
Well, Chair Benny Thompson said afterwards that she was a cooperative witness, and in that sense, she exemplifies the vast majority of the people who we have contacted, who've come before the committee, who have told exactly, in a lot of cases, mostly what they know in other cases. But essentially, people are cooperating. Now, tomorrow, I'm taking to the floor contempt motions against Dan Scavino and Peter Navarro, who have not given us a single document and have not spent 1 minute before the committee and are acting with complete contempt for the Congress and the American people. So we're going to continue to insist upon everybody's obligation to testify before the committee. But the remarkable thing to me is how many people want to testify, to unburden themselves and to tell us the truth about what took place on that fateful day.
You know, Ivanka Trump, I think, was the last big possible cooperative witness that was sort of dangling out there. The Chairman Thompson said he didn't see a need for Mike Pence to come testify. It does seem to me like the big names have all either testified or sort of said they're refusing and are now either, you know, being referred or in the process of being referred. Is that a fair characterization?
Well, you know, I've been reading Peter Navarro's book, and it's interesting that some of the hatreds that he shows towards other people, like Jared Kushner or Sidney Powell or Mitch McConnell, kind of track the people who are being cooperative versus the coterie, the entourage around Donald Trump. The people who are most ferociously sticking to the big lie are the ones who are least likely to cooperate, the ones who are trying to maintain the pretense that Donald Trump won the election, that January 6th was, rioters presenting flowers and hugs and kisses to the officers. Those people are the ones refusing to participate. And then there are some people who seem to want to rejoin the rule of law and the constitutional democratic framework. And I think it's all to the good that this major schism has erupted within the ranks of the Republicans.
You know, one big question, and this is, again, nothing, you know, this is all public record, right? This question of what exactly was the president doing that period of time. Many in the committee have asked that question. In your letter to Ivanka Trump, you said you were particularly interested in discussions inside the White House and with the president before and after his 2:24 p.m. Tweet. That's the one where he basically, you know, points his fury at Mike Pence, saying that he didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution, giving states a chance to certify a correct set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones which they were asked to previously certify. USA demands the truth. There's others who have talked about the way the president behaved during that period of time. Are you confident that you can actually get to the bottom, that you will have a body of evidence that lays out what was going on during that period of time?
Well, we're filling in a lot more of the detail, I will tell you, Chris. I mean, I have felt from the days of the Senate impeachment trial that the tweets spoke for themselves. Donald Trump was trying to inflame the mob and further unleash its fury against Mike Pence. It's what the political scientists call a self-coup, where the president engages in a coup against the constitutional system. And here Mike Pence was the target to try to force him to reject electoral college votes from Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. But some people want to hear what Donald Trump was actually saying, what led in to those tweets. People want to know what were the behind-the-scenes struggles, and I think more and more of that information is surfacing. And, of course, we did know of phone calls going in from family members and from high-ranking political officials on both sides of the aisle begging Trump to intervene and him rebuffing all of these overtures.